Welcome back. Another week. We're heading into late October. You've found the Electric Avenue YouTube channel. And if you hear any drilling, sawing, pounding, whatever, whatnot, I apologize for that. They're still doing work on the shop next door. It's going to be the most elaborate child haircut place I've ever seen. um, yeah, they're taking a really long time and spending a lot of money doing all sorts of cosmetic things in there. More power to them. Okay, so look, I got a ton of new releases to show you this week. I had a ton last week. I think we're sort of in Christmas mode now. Last week we had the Beatles Let It Be box set and deluxe edition, among many other things. There was a Mac Miller, there were some Lucinda Williams, a Coldplay, we had Santana CDs. I don't know, there was just a ton of stuff. A ton. And this week I think there's even more. So I'm just going to go quickly through this, and I'm going off script. I got no script in front of me. So I don't really have a lot to talk about except stuff to show you. So I think the big release this week, that is Catalogie. Last week it was the Beatles Let It Be. And this week it is the Rolling Stones Tattoo You box set. And how cool is that lenticular cover? Wow. So, interestingly, I found out recently that the man who designed the cover of this album lives fairly close in this area. And so it's kind of cool that there's some local connections. Now, his name is Peter Corriston. He also designed covers for Physical Graffiti and the third album for Led Zeppelin. I know of those, and then did Rolling Stone's Some Girls and Tattoo You. So he was really big into like the cutouts and this, and he said he was kind of trying to get the sort of Japanese chainmail and put it on an actual human face. So that is pretty cool. This is the 5 LP edition. This is the 2021 remaster. 9 previously unreleased tracks on Lost and Found. Let's see, what else? Triple LP of Still Life, live at Wembley. Wow, that was expanded. And a 124-page hardback book. So a lot of stuff there. All right, that retails for a lot. And then there's also the CD version, which is pretty much the same. It's slightly thinner. These don't have anything printed on the back, so it's kind of hard to tell what exactly it is without looking it up. But this is 4 CDs and a bonus picture disc, so you get the album as a vinyl picture disc. There's no way to get that separately by getting all the CDs unless you decide to get, something, one of the smaller versions. Which, like, there's the 2 CD version, which looks like this, sort of more like the original album, and this just has the Lost and Found stuff on the second CD. There's also a 2 LP version, which has all this bonus stuff on the second record, and then there are just single releases of it too, if you want the 2021 mix and you don't necessarily care about all the extra stuff. But yeah, how cool is that? Let's see, another big, I don't know, this probably won't sell as much as the Stones, but another big release this week, size-wise, is the Nick Cave B-Sides and Rarities box. This has 7 records in it. So, Nick, let's see, the CD is just a little... This is a little box version of it. You can get it as a digipack also. This is 2 CDs. And you can also get just the B-Sides Part 2. So, and that's a 2-record set. Basically, he released a B-Sides and Rarities collection like 20 years ago. And then these are all the B-sides that he's had since. So this is the last 20 years on its own. It's sort of part two. The only way to get the entire part, or to get part one even, is to buy it with part two in the box set. So this is, I think it's a little over $200, but it's 7 records. All right. So, and those I won't probably have around too much. So if you want one, let us know, because not let it snow. Let us know, because I probably just won't have them just randomly out. All right, let's see. More stuff. So new releases, albums. My Morning Jacket. This is their new record called My Morning Jacket. This is the indie exclusive orange with yellow splatter. There's also a clear vinyl edition, so I could see some people maybe picking up both of them because they're both colored vinyl. So that's pretty cool. Love My Morning Jacket. They're great. Jim James. It's nice to see them doing stuff again, because Jim had done so many solo records. I was starting to think they weren't a band anymore. Then Waterfall 2 came out, and then pandemic happened. And Waterfall 2 actually had stuff that was 5 or 6 years old. So it's good. All right. New Parquet Courts. Again, this is the indie exclusive version of their new album, Sympathy for Life. Features special edition first pressing. This has some kind of extra stuff in it, I think. Either extra stuff or it's colored, I can't remember, but it doesn't say on the sticker. So anyway, I know people are sort of... the last Parquet Courts album was so great. And then this one continues with the sort of like punky, dancey kind of feel I think that they were starting to explore with that record. I know a lot of people waiting for this. John Coltrane, Love Supreme, live in Seattle, 1965. This is sort of one of those like, hey, we found this tape, and hey, it's pretty good, and we're going to put it out officially. So it's on Impulse. Hard to believe it's almost 60 years since that was recorded and finally out. And think of all the people that missed out on that have left us. That's pretty incredible and sad in a way. Freddie Hubbard, Ready for Freddie. This is the new Blue Note pressing. Again, this is their classic series, mastered by Kevin Gray at Coherent Audio from the Analog Master Tapes. This features Wayne Shorter, McCoy Tyner, Elvin Jones, Bernard McKinney, and Art Davis, as well as Freddie. So that will be popular. Those were a couple of reissue sort of things. New release, new Duran, Future Past. Well, I'm a kid of the 80s. If you can't tell, I'm a big Duran fan. So I'm really excited about this record. I think it's, from what I hear of the new tracks, it's some of the best stuff that they've recorded since their heyday. They had another record about 10 years ago called All You Need Is Now that was pretty great, that they did with Mark Ronson. This one, well, the last track features Mike Garson, who is David Bowie's pianist, and Tovlo and Chai do little sort of features, but it's pretty much a Duran record this time out. Very sort of retro sounding of them, but in a modern way. This is the white vinyl edition, which is sort of, you'll find it, there's an Indie Red exclusive that should be showing up tomorrow, and also, or, well, Friday, on release day. I guess this will be posted on release day. And also there's the deluxe CD edition, which is cool because it has 3 bonus tracks inserted in the track list. So you get the full album, I would say, in that way. All right, I have to mention this next, Lana Del Rey's Blue Banisters. She had another album this year, Chemtrails Over the Country Club. And I love this picture on the back of her with the cat. This actually is not, the vinyl was supposed to be out and they didn't have them made and shipped in time. So apparently that's coming in early November sometime. But the CD we'll have right now. So just to put that out there, there's 15 songs on it. The last song is Sweet Carolina. So I don't think that's a cover, but that's kind of cool. Another one that the vinyl may be coming later, I'm not really sure, is the new Elton John Lockdown Sessions. And this is, gosh, it's almost 20 songs here. It's got his duet with Years and Years of It's a Sin, the Pet Shop Boys cover that they did for the Brits last year. I think it was the Brits. Also, it's got his cover of Nothing Else Matters, Metallica with Miley Cyrus, Yo-Yo Ma, Robert Trujillo, and Chad Smith. I think that was on the Metallica Blacklist. It's got a song with Eddie Vedder, Little Nas X, Stevie Wonder, Stevie Nicks, Glenn Campbell, and then people like Dua Lipa. That single's been out there. So there's a lot of collaborations. It's all like pandemic collaborations. Okay, another big reissue, and this is the regular edition. Again, my indie exclusive Peppermint vinyl is coming tomorrow, or it'll be today when this gets posted, I guess, Friday, October 22nd. But here's White Stripes, White Blood Cells, back on vinyl. This one is the Sony edition. The other one, I think, was pressed at Third Man. But the other one is it's like $15 more. So you start going, am I paying an extra $15 for like the pressing and the the fact that it's a color record? Things get a little bit trickier when you start talking money, and there are this many things and they start adding up. I know for some people it's not really an issue, but for me it is. I'm just a lowly record store guy. So, all right, Chris Tone, Kingfish Ingram, purple vinyl, his album 662, which I believe is maybe the New Orleans area code. I'm not sure wherever he's from. I thought it was New Orleans, but anyway, maybe it's not. But anyway, this is his new record. It's been out on CD for a little while and finally on vinyl. And I hear it's great. I haven't actually listened to it yet, but people say it's a little more energetic than his first album. So, go figure. New Guided by Voices. Boy, Robert Pollard just keeps cranking the records out. And this one, I love the title. It's called It's Not Them, It Couldn't Be Them, It's Them. Great album title. So, all right. Let's see. New Dream Theater. This is a triple record. Oh, 2 LP, CD, and LP. So it's 3 records, a CD, and a booklet on tan vinyl. It's kind of expensive. This is the album View from the Top of the World. Great cover. I mean, it's sort of prog rocky. Dream Theater are really into those, kind of emulating Rush these days in some way. All right, so New Jarvis Cocker of Pulp. This is his album Tip Top, Chansons d'Ennui, inspired by Wes Anderson's The French Dispatch. These songs are all in French. I don't know if this is out on CD. I think it's coming on CD next month. This is really weird. It was supposed to come out now with the French Dispatch soundtrack and then the movie. And then the movie kind of is in indie cinemas, and the soundtrack got moved back and the CD got moved back, but the vinyl is out. I mean, who can keep track of release dates anymore unless you're Adele, November 19th, or you're ABBA, November 5th. I mean, those are pretty solid, but as far as like hard, fast release dates, or if you're Taylor Swift. All right, Pond. Their new album, 9. I think I mentioned the CD a couple weeks ago. These are like Tame Impala's touring band. And they've had a bunch of records on their own. And yeah, they keep going. New Superchunk. This one is called Here's to Shutting Up. This is a 20th... Oh, I'm sorry. This is a reissue of their album. I don't know what I was thinking. This is the 20th anniversary of a reissue. Includes a bonus CD with 13 acoustic demos and a poster. This is an indie exclusive. Yeah. It's hard to tell what's new and what's old sometimes anymore. I know this is old. The Replacements. This is their album Sorry Ma, Forgot to Take Out the Trash. In a deluxe version with bonus CDs, 4 CDs. They've done this before with a couple of their other albums, Pleased to Meet Me, and can't remember the other one. Oh, it was I can't remember the title. It had a dark cover. Woman's Face, right? Yeah. Anyway, so this is their debut album from 1981. So they were pretty scrappy at this point. Anyway, bunch of demos, alternate mixes on the other CDs. So if you're a Replacements fan, Almond Brothers, Bears Sonic Journals. This is from the Fillmore East 1970, so a year before the other one that's more famous, obviously. This is pink vinyl for Breast Cancer Research Month. Has In Memory of Elizabeth Reed, Hoochie Coochie Man, and Whipping Post are three of the highlights there. First time on vinyl, that surprised me. Carole King and James Taylor live at the Troubadour on Kraft Recordings. This is a double record. Bernie Grunman did the lacquers, pressed at quality. It's awesome. I think it's coming out on CD again too, and the CD seems to be a little bit cheaper than it was the first time around. But anyway, it's cool that it's on vinyl. Another one of my favorite records of this band, Spiritualized. This was Let It Come Down. And this is kind of the moment where they sort of went from being just more of a shoegaze band into being like sort of epically orchestral and a little more Oasis-y in a way. But it's a great album. This is the one that has Stop Your Crying, which is just a fantastic song. Do It All Over Again was a great single, so check that out. I mean, Spiritualized, just keep going. Another reissue, sort of in the Superchunk vein, I guess. Mudhoney. This is My Brother the Cow. And this is on Music on Vinyl, limited 1,500 on turquoise vinyl with a bonus 7-inch. Cool. I love seeing some of this stuff because it's been so long, and I know people have been looking for things like this. Hell Awaits, Slayer. This is the Velvet Red Marble vinyl, and look, there's an orange and black vinyl as well, split. Orange and black limited to 2,500, Velvet Red marbled limited to 1,000. So those aren't going to be around long. They might not even be here by the time this video gets out there. So hopefully, I mean, I'll try and get the video up in the morning, but red black split of Slayer Show No Mercy. All right, and then I think there's a couple of live ones too that are still supposedly coming, but you know, I don't know because they're not made in very large quantities. We had an issue with Paul McCartney did a reissue of his album that came out last year. Third Man did a new pressing of it, and it's hard getting them. I'm not sure I'm going to have very many. They may be either here or on the way, but they only made 3,333 of them, of a Paul McCartney record. Granted, it's one a lot of people already have, but and then Rocktober, the Echo and the Bunnymen stuff has not shown up yet. I do not know what is going on with that. But today we've got the heavy metal soundtrack, which some people might want like a good, clean copy of that, because I'm sure it got beat up a lot. You know, there's Black Sabbath on there. And then Jim Jarmusch's soundtrack to Gimme Danger, the Stooges movie, which is sort of cool seeing that on vinyl. I don't know how long that'll be around. No Effects, Ribbed. This is a reissue of their classic record. And this is limited red and black splatter vinyl, 30th anniversary pressing. Again, I don't think I'm going to have that around for too long. New Pat Metheny, Side Eye, NYC. This sort of follows what he did last year with the was the album with the tornado on the cover, I think. Anyway, this one has first track, It Starts When We Disappear, which is a 14-minute track. So yeah, be on the lookout for that, because I'm sure everyone needs a little good pat. Pistol Annie's, a Christmas record. You probably recognize this one. I'm sorry, it's backwards. Miranda Lambert. So it'll be sort of like raw sort of country Christmas, I guess. Hell of a Holiday, Snow Globe, Harlan County Coal, Come On Christmas Time, If We Make It Through December. I mean, they sound a little bit rough, which is kind of cool in country. Reissue of Capone and Noriega's The War Report. It's a classic 90s hip-hop record. They did have Noriega's Nori came out a couple weeks ago. So Tommy Boy keeps putting them out. Hey, I missed this last week. This is Licky Lee's Wounded Rhymes. It's got a very black, nondescript cover. But this was a great album, and it's got a second record of the Lost Sessions and I Follow Rivers remixes. I Follow Rivers was a great song, and that's an album worth looking into if you have not. And then, let's see, I've got Lockdown 2020. This is Sammy Hagar and Michael Anthony. I may have shown this already, but that's back in stock. A few CDs to kind of wind up here. Al Stewart's Time Passages. This is a deluxe import. This is, 2 CD version. Last year he did Year of the Cat. So, and there is a box set version of that as well. A couple of Live at Montreux. There's a Marianne Faithfull and a Muddy Waters. And those are probably going to be fairly popular. I would say the Muddy is going to be pretty sought after. I'm a huge Marianne Faithfull fan though. There's a new Dave Hawes album. It's called Blood Harmony. This guy's a Philly singer-songwriter, keeps working really hard all the time, putting out records. Last one came out, I want to say just maybe like 6 or 8 months ago, but it was more of a concept-y kind of record. The vinyl is not out on that yet. I think it's next month. And then, lastly, oh my gosh, am I at the end? Olivia Newton-John's Physical, out on a double CD. Actually, it's 2 CDs and a DVD, I believe. The DVD of her concert from 1982 available for the first time. And I think it might also... Oh, it also has the physical video album, which she had done a video for every song, and they played it on network TV once or twice, I think, and then we never saw it again. Her career, for as popular as she was, her reissues have been very sort of pushed by the wayside, not curated the way they should have been. So it's good to see that she's getting a little attention now, especially after all she's been through. So, all right. Oh, I zipped through that. I knew it was going to be fast. Try to get those things done. Next week, the 29th, I mean, there's a ton more stuff. And the week after that, I said ABBA, there's a Radiohead reissues coming. Just keep watching the videos, and I'll keep showing you what I got when I get it. So, but I think that they were right when they said shop a little early this year, because I'm not sure what's going to be here by the time Christmas rolls around, especially with this stuff, and it's kind of flying off the shelves at times. So, okay, take care. Thanks, everybody. Have a great and positive week, and I'll see you next week. Same time, same place. Thanks.